Hello everybody, my name is Dominic. Today we're going to be taking a look at Windows Task Manager. It is a application that comes with every Windows computer, and you'll be able to get you out of a certain predicament. You can look at some cool little stats on your, as I have on my top right with my performance monitor. It has its own little performance monitor, which will let you see stuff. Of course, this is a little bit more in depth with the cooling and everything. I can see how hot the temperature is and everything, but you'll be able to do the same pretty much, seeing how much RAM, CPU, disk space, or even network space you are using up currently. So let's just jump right in here and see all the many ways we can open up Task Manager. Many people know you can just right click on the bottom and hit Task Manager. That's probably going to be the simplest way to open it up. Let me move it to my monitor. There we go, right here. So this is Task Manager. For those wondering other ways to open it up, we can also hit the infamous Control-Alt-Delete, the 3-finger salute. It will take me to my green screen and then Task Manager, so it might have blacked out for you guys for a little bit. But of course, yep, there you are right there. Another way to do it also is if you hit Control, Shift, and Escape. Boom. That's probably the easiest way in my opinion to do it, because you don't have to deal with going to the black screen to go to Control-Delete. Plus, you don't really have to right click on the bottom here and hit Task Manager. Now, if you're extremely lazy, let's open up our local disk. We'll go to Windows directory. We'll go scroll down a little bit, System 32, and then from here, make sure we have this set by name. And then if we just type in Task Manager, I gotta go down to the bottom where all these things are down here. Task Manager right there. So there's the Task Manager. Let's close this real quick just to showcase we can open it. Boom, there we go. So also you can also make this create a shortcut. Boom, as you can see right here on the bottom, we have a shortcut also. So yeah, there's your Task Manager. Cool things you do from here. So I have Chrome open, we can just right click and end the task right there, and you'll see that we've decreased our CPU usage. We'll go into that in a little bit more in-depth video as I'm getting used to these. Like, yes, I'm going to do like a little tech tutorial for everybody and just help people out and whatnot. So that'll be if you're not as tech savvy, you'll probably learn something, or if you are tech savvy, you might learn something also. So but of course you can see your memory usage, how much memory each application is going to be using. If you're using Windows 8 or Windows 10 with the Metro apps, as they're called, right here. For instance, let me just run one real quick. Let's go with my Xbox. Move it over to my other monitor real quick. You can see that it pops up right here. Now Windows 8, it unfortunately didn't usually show up, but now in Windows 10 it does. So that's a lifesaver. Of course I can right click. Let me just pop this right here. You can see right click here, end task, it's gone. Easy as that. Of course I don't want to close OBS. It's going to be using up most of my CPU for this recording. Like I said, performance, you can see it correlates strongly with my performance monitor right here from IOBit. Of course, we'll go into IOBit and what this performance monitor does over this one. You can also see, how the temperature is going to react. I have mine on Celsius because it's easier to read that way than Fahrenheit. So, we'll definitely talk about IOBit in a later day and whatnot. Ethernet, of course, you can see I hog all the internet at my house. Disk space, of course, if you have multiple disks or hard drives, internal hard drive, external hard drive, solid state, stuff like that. So you can see that I have my external hard drive, my terabyte, connected right here. I had to do a quick jump cut right there. You can see by this disk right here, we have our internal hard drive, our Hitachi 7200 RPMs. That is how fast it's going to be reading and writing memory. Of course, we'll get into that another day. But we're mostly just talking about Task Manager here today and stuff you can do with it. Small little things. App history, of course, it will tell you what I spend a lot of my time on, which is, of course, is WWE Network. The Xbox app a little bit. I usually don't use Cortana that much, but Cortana is something that runs in the background most of the time. Mail and calendar, I read my mail every day when I wake up. Startup is useful for disabling stuff, so whenever I boot up my computer, and it might take a while, because, of course, I don't have a solid state running on this computer here. So it's going to take a little bit longer. Of course, we'll get into that, like I said, another time to not overwhelm everybody, at once. So, but of course, startup, we can disable stuff that I don't necessarily need, like the lonely screen for my phone. I don't need that. to be running when I first boot up my computer. But stuff like of course, but stuff like my IObit, I need that running because I just much easier to keep it running. Java updater, always want to update my Java, stuff like that. Where stuff like iTunes I don't use too much, or Google updaters I don't use too much, or webcam software, so updating that. It also tells me users, there's my email, please don't send me spam, so there's stuff like that. Details, boom, right here, shows everything that is running on your computer right now. That's everything running on mine. I got a lot of stuff running, and services, of course. Services also, if you're having like a trouble and you're trying to delete something and it's like, hey, this is running, you would typically go to the services, locate it, right click on it, and you would be able to stop it. Of course, right here, this one's running, but I don't want to stop that one. So that's a quick look right here at the task manager. If you got any questions, we can also double click on this as a drop down. So if you got any questions, say them down in the comments below. Keep it safe, everyone.